and I study English to improve my skills. That all.
Yeah. That, how long time do you study English?
About the last 2 years, but is don't how can I say, the flow. I don't need the flowing all the time.
Yeah,
Begin,
of course.
stop, begin, stop.
Yeah. So thank you. And about you, Lucas? Did you say that? I don't.
No, I forgot to say about it. Uh, I wait a little. I started to study English when I was, I don't know, 16 years old or 17 years old. Don't have a, but I started and I stopped to study in English. It's a complicated relationship with the English.
Yeah, it's like I think all have the same problem. It's not a problem, but it's like we start or have contact with the language, but it's just with a grammar or studying using books. Yeah, and but just nowadays I have more contact with the language and I can understand the language. It's not like just study use by books. Yeah. So thank you, Lucas. And about you, Ricardo, when did you, Ricardo, are you here with us?
I'm sorry, but
Okay.
always the same problem. I forgot to turn on the mic.
Okay.
It's the same. I'm sorry, but I was telling. I'm Ricardo. Live at São Vicente, a city of south coast from São Paulo. I work in IT area. I have. I'm married. I have a daughter. I have two cats. Well, I like watching movies, series, hang out with my friends, family. That's it.
Okay. So, and how long time do you study English?
Well, since I so long time ago, uh, I worked 2 years at Fiski. After I I studied at Senai 1 year, around 1 year, I'm not sure. After that, I studied a private teacher during 2 years. I don't know. After that, I studied 1 year in a professional course, right? Tradutor and entrepreneur. And after that, I studied more 1 year or two, and a school is called the leg school. Is after that it became Wise Up. And in 2009, I started college. So in this case, I give I gave a while a break in my English studies. In 2014, I returned. I studied around 2 years at Wise Up, and 1 year in a private school. And well, I I forgot, but I studied more. I studied in a online platform at my current job, but I didn't like so much because it's just focus on listen, not listen, focus on grammar, writing and reading. Well, I have problems in this area, certainly, but I I needed to improve much more my skills when I talk about the listening and speaking. And I started talk around let me see, August the 2022.
Okay, thank you. You have a long history with English,
Yeah,
yeah. And about me, it's like you, but I at the beginning I just ignore the language, yeah. It's like, oh, I don't like to study English
yeah,
and I don't need to study English. But the everything changed when I start work like air traffic controller. And every year, if I don't get my fluency or my operational level, I need to do a test. Yeah, it's like a exam, English exam. So everything changed when I need to use the English at my work. So yeah, I think I have a lot of experience, not in English school, but I study by myself or in the high school, but it's just verb to be verb, yeah. And I really don't like study English, and but nowadays I love that someone that I want to continue as a study and maybe get my fluency in the future. I hope to continue to study because sometimes we need to be very patient about the process. Yeah, but yeah, I think I would say I study English. I started to study 10 years ago, but I never go to the English school. And I just study more frequently, for several times for 2 years ago when I started studying TNT. And yeah, so I think it's that. And the main point was my work at the first time. Yeah. And about you, Lucas, why did you start to study English? Not in this high school or in your childhood, but why did you start to study and what to be a sorry, let me put the questions. Why Why motivated you to study English? That's the question. Why motivated you?
So actually, when I was young, my parents always said, "No, you need to learn English because it's very important to our life." But in that moment, I don't know how to say, I never put the importance to English. I just learned on the school. I study English on Wizards for I don't know 2 years, but it's it's a very complicated because I remember that I how to say, eu ia mais por conta dos meus pais, you know? And but now I'm trying to learn about myself alone on here on Talk Talk. And my motivation is more about my professional career or to travel to know other countries, and I think it's very important to know English. I think it is. Now my motivation is my professional career and to know another countries.
Okay, it's a good one. That motivated me too. So thank you, Lucas. And about you, Danielle, what do you say about that?
I didn't like to study English before. I didn't study English in high school. I start my process in learning English uh, after need this in my work. I work with technology and I need to talk in training meets with banks, clients in English, and my coworkers talk in English, but I didn't understand English very well when I start in this area 2 years. before this, I didn't need it. It's talking English. I usually don't use, and it's comfortable for me. It's a error, but it's comfortable. And when I entered in the job in the current job, I saw the necessidade, right, to learn English, and I start my study, and I started with a private teacher, and I usually I usually meet the sessions, but I improve more with I when I start in TNT because I have more practical in conversation, in learning. It's it's more for me. I like to travel for another country. I went to já fui, já viajei, né, no caso. But is the more difficult when you don't understand more English. It's ruim, né? Vamos dizer assim. And it motivates me improve my skills and it more get a fluency and learning and talking and explain to each other the direction and another thing. It's my goals. I want to learn to motivate my wife in learning English too, and in another moment my kids too. It's the my goals for this.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good one because you don't waiting for the English are required in your work. Yeah. Because for me, I just start because my work require me that. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and you just to be awake, it's necessary or it's better for your career. Yeah. So it's a
Yeah.
good one. And yeah, I'm just start to study more or to be motivated when I'm here and talk because we can use in the real life, yeah, the English. It's not like just open the book and listen or study about rules of the grammar or a lot of things that I don't will use in my day, for example. Yeah, so I think there are different. It's like in on the video, we can watch in the video at the start of the meeting. We can know about other cultures. Yeah, you can know new
Yes.
people and new cultures. Yeah, we can open our mind. It's a good one. So thank you, Danielle. And about you, Ricardo? Do you study for a long time? Yeah, but what motivated you to study English?
I don't know actually. Well, I need because of my job. The long time ago, uh, I believe that as everyone, I didn't like, and but well, I had some interest because jobs or about work or about jobs, something, and I I studied 2 years at Fisk. So after when I started and I stopped 2 years and I restarted my English courses at Senai and a teacher uh, offered me a book and is readers, né? Is original story, but the guys uh, create levels. Né? So, for example, the publishers pick up the Harry Potter's originals and transform in, for example, 5 or 6 books in different levels, beginner, intermediate, started, advanced. And after that, my teacher chose a not so good book because it's a Charles Dickens book, and so in this case, it's hard to understand because it's a English antique. I don't know, and but this thing is motivating me, and I started to read a lot of. And but after some while, I commit some mistakes. I don't put focus my strategy in different skills like listen and speaking. There are a lot of mistakes from the schools that I studied, yeah, but the man responsible it's me because I'm the the interest should be from me because I pay for the studies and all those things. Nowadays, I continue studying because I use English every day at my job, reading and writing, and sometimes I have some conference. Uh, it depends on the job, but sometimes it's two, three in a weekend. Sometimes I passed a lot of time and you don't have opportunities. But well, as I told you, sometimes it's hard because I have to talk with foreigners, in particular Indians. It's so hard to understand. It's another language for me. It's not English. I have a friend that he used to say the guys talk a kilo and I understand it just 100 pounds. I don't know. Well, but that's it. Unfortunately or not, it's necessary to learn English for a lot of different jobs. And a long time ago, I have some pleasure. Nowadays, I is a kind of job, a kind of work, study. And I use it to study 8 to 12 hours by week, just on talk and talk. I don't I don't study grammar or different things. I need, but I don't have much motivation. But I continue studying, practicing English, and the purpose is that's it. What mean? Uh, you are talking, listening, learning too. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Ricardo. It's really good when we realize how your English improve here. For example, when I not here for 1 week or 1 month, for example, when I return, it's really good listen the other talkers because we can realize how that's English improve. Yeah. And like you said, Ricardo, you just hear and talk, but it's like we can learn together. Yeah. It's like, for example, Lucas start to say one different word. And when I realize that they finish the conversation, I start to use the same word. Yeah. We can learn together. It's really one. Uh, to realize that how that connection improve the communication and the learning, yeah, the learning process. So thank you, Ricardo. I think you answered the question number 3. Yeah, why do you think it's important to study English?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
yeah, do you use every single day in your
Sorry,
work? No,
I
no
talk a lot
problem.
sometimes.
No problem. The questions are simple questions, but it's really good to talk about that and your journey, your process to learning. because like I said before, that motivated me too. Yeah. And what do you think, Lucas? Why do you think it's important to study English? It's just about your career? What do- what do you what do you want to do with English in your life?
Uh, I think it's important for uh, your job, your personal life, and to travel, etc. But I think it's very important to if a situation arises and we need to be prepared. And so I think it's very important to know English because you never know if you are walking on the street and I don't know, some American or other foreign want to talk with us, and we need to be prepared. So I think it's very important, and I don't know, it's very important too for our health because make us being more, I don't know how to say, motivate, no, um, for mental health, health mental, I don't know, a saúde mental. Yes,
Yeah, mental health.
it's very important to be active,
Yeah.
whatever. É
Yeah.
importante a gente estar com a mente ativa, sempre pensando e estudando. Então, até por conta disso também.
Yeah, I have the same point of view because when I start to study English and when I start realize that I improve or have some evolution, it's like, oh, it's because I study every single day, or it's because I try to talk in English, or it's because I try have contact with the language every single day. So that's helped me to realize that can be helped in the other parts of my life, like to do exercise or to read some book or improve myself, yeah, in different areas. So it's like the learning English helped me to understand it's important to be consistent, yeah, and to be patient too, because it's a long process, it's a long journey, yeah. So I think we need to realize that it's like you said, for my mental health, and I think emotional health. I don't know that's emotionally talking. It's really important for me too, because I'm in the past I'm really shy to talk in English or in public, in Portuguese, whatever. I don't have any energy to do that. And nowadays, I take care about me. It's no problem. I will try. I will make mistakes, and it's a process. Yeah. So that's helped me a lot to be consistent. Try to be disciplined person, and that's it. Learning English teach me that. Yeah. So, and about you, Danielle, what do you think do you think it's important to study English and why?
Yes, it's very important because in any motivos, and in personal life because I want to travel to get a conversation with your people in the another countries, learn about the another culture, and work and if you uh, change my home to another country, it's the plans for the future. But in my professional life, it's important to improve my career and for study because I read in English some a lot, but is I read English. I use this internet to get resolve issues in my daily life, and learn English, talk English, helped me to solve this problem because I I enter in a meeting with a fabricating a vendor of by about technology, different technology, and I explain more. I I I could I can explain the problem, the fix for this. It's in my work is essential. And learning English, open doors in my work, in my current work or in another work we I have. Uh, it's mental health. It's good, very good too because we will when I learn I get a confidence and I get a how can I say a patient, yes, patient to learn because when you solve because it's a process and it's a long process. It's no what my teacher saw, it's not a maratona. When you start and finish to resolve this problem. No, it's a long problem. It's a long process, and it's so do they motivated to learn and I I begin think this English not barreira. It's no, it's a normal uh, thinking and normal thinking in the life. It's day to day. Includes my English in my day. Go ahead.
Yeah, we are the same page when we talk. Everyone that's having our life like a barrier, it's not a barrier. It's like an opportunity, yeah, to be better.
Yes,
So
yes,
I totally agree with you. And yeah, for me, the English it's step by step. It's not a marathon. It's just 1 mile or 1 mile and a half, and it's a little things every single day. Yeah. That I choose the another question. And Ricardo, how often do you study English? I think you said you have a
Yeah.
8 or 12 hours per week. That's it.
Yeah. I scheduled. I
Yeah,
scheduled. I have to schedule two immersions by day. Monday to Saturday. Uh,
yeah,
and recently, Talk and Talk have some problem because don't have so much opportunities, so much immersions on schedule, and it sounded like Felipe is trying to solve this problem. And because of that, I have some problems to do some much immersions like I would like. And so in this case, currently I have participated around 8 immersions by week.
okay. It's a good one. It's like one per day, yeah, more or less.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Sometimes, for
know.
example, Tuesday I do 12. I participate two immersions, but some days, for example, and I have to participate in meets at night is a little more difficult for me. Né? Sometimes
Yeah,
I participate when I go to the gym and it's not so good, but I try to listen or try to talk some things. Uh, but yeah, as I told you, at the 8 at the least normally.
yeah. Okay, it's a good one. when I have some problem at my work, for example, and it's not possible to
Yeah.
have appointments during the week, when I need to be here at the Friday, I feel a little stuck to talk. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, it's really different when we have uh, when we practice every single day. Yeah, just a little or 1 hour per day. It's really different because when we stop to do that, when we need back, it's so hard. But yeah, I have the same. I want to be like you, have the same routine, like one immersion or two per day. I think that's helped a lot. I prefer to participate at the morning. At night, I'm really tired and my English don't work very well. And I really want to be here at the morning. For me, it's better, but sometimes it's not possible. Yeah. So thank you, Ricardo, for answer that question and let me know about you, Danielle. Do you have a routine to study English or how often do you have
Yes,
contact with the language?
yes, I have class with private group twice a week, and and Monday and Wednesday tonight. And in TNT, I try to schedule the meetings every day between Monday and Friday. But I usually I work. Sometimes I work in office. It's making possible to participate in this meeting. I usually try to meeting at 7 o'clock. It's a good time for me. And usually in this week I saw two. Is this second meeting I schedule, but once I can start. I schedule on Tuesdays and today. And Tuesdays I didn't connect the meeting, and today I the first and I do. And I try to on Saturday too, or in Sunday too, if I have the time. But I try every day it's possible. I enter in schedule. Usually I schedule in the morning, but sometimes I schedule in the night too. But I have a lot of problem. I have a new baby, and I don't uh, I didn't enter in the meeting in sometimes, and I work sometimes at home. It's easier to enter in meeting at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock uh, tonight, but nem sempre assim.
Okay, yeah. So I normally, no, it's not normal, it's just curious. Sometimes I talk alone, and with I don't have kids, but if I have kids, maybe I will try to talk in English with my sons. Yeah, my daughter.
Mhm.
Try talk in English with your kids. Yeah, your baby.
Yes, yes, my baby. I talk in English with she don't judge me, então
Yeah,
it's
it's
no
good.
problem. And I try talking English too.
Okay, Danielle. And about you, Lucas? How often do you study English?
So I try to participate to immersions during the week, and I like to watch videos uh, every day about vocabulary, the phrases, and new words. I like to study this.
So you answer the next question. It's about that. What is your favorite way to study English? It's
Oh,
to be here on TNT and watching videos, and there are other things that you use.
actually, it's the both. I like to write my notebook. I I feel I am very shy, so I have some problems to talk in English, and it's more easy to me write on the book. So it's very different when I writing and when I talk. So I like to write the words in the notebook. I like to watch videos. I like to try putting in practice here on Talk and Talk. And I think it is.
Yeah, for me it's the same. I use the talk and talk. It's a good way to study, but I think I need to start to read to improve better or improve my grammar or structure. Yeah. And for the pronunciation and the listen, I video YouTube. Yeah, it's a good one way for me. And I choose one topic that I want to learn in Portuguese or in English, every however, and I watching the same video uh, a lot of times, and that's helped me to study. And I don't like to open book. I think it's not necessary open the grammar or something like that. Yeah, all the time you can use the computer, internet. It's for me, it's the best way to learn. And about you, Daniel? What do you use to study English?
I'm the private class, and I like this. I really think this is important because I understand things that I didn't understand alone, and in between então so I keep keep the class. But I talk is amazing. What talk is helping me to talk literally to talk more with I talking in any other moment in my study because the class I listen in I hear I talk a little bit, but in talk full time I talk in a listen. And for this, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube in English. It's I start this a few months before I didn't try this. It's amazing to have a contact to immersion in English. I hear podcasts, some most some videos are podcasts too, and I watch or I hear the podcast, and here and I listen to the music. No, at all. I think I try immersion in English when it's possible.
Yeah, okay, it's a good one. It's like there is an expression about that. It's like I think it's communicative input. Yeah, there is one theory about that. It's like if you understood the message and you are able to pass the message, it's like you are able to have a communication in another language. Yeah. So when you have an immersion, when you change your environment, it's a good to learn, yeah, another language. So let me, Ricardo, I think you say you are here in TNT to study, but do you try another way to study or just here?
And nowadays, I just study here. Even when I watch movies or series, I don't uh, I don't watch in English, for example. Sometimes I put the original audio and insert the subtitles. I can coordinate, for example, well, I can correlate the speech with the lyrics, even in English. But well, if you, for example, watch a video or a TV show using English, is for me is not fun. It's a kind of stud. So
Okay.
as I study or participate in immersion around 2 by day, so in this case I prefer watch TV for fun. It's a mistake, could it be, but it's my limit.
Okay, no problem. You have a good schedule to study. It's not necessary to do everything. So
Okay,
thank you, Ricardo.
no problem.
I bring the girls, the other room, Priscilla and Yasmin. Priscilla, how was the conversation? Did you like the
Yes, a great conversation. I like a lot talking the other room with girls. Very good. I
Okay.
enjoy.
So let me know if you have some answer for that. What for you? What it's the hardest topic to study English? What it's so difficult? What do you
So
think?
I think about the talks about the emotion. Yeah, because when I try explain about that, I have a little difficult because it's not common talking about the specific emotions in Portuguese, and when I try speaking English, I have a little difficult, but I try. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that.
I think for me that was the first problem when I start because I'm really shy to talk in English. When for example, I don't like to talk in public. Yeah. So, but when I expose myself for another language, try to talk in English, I I don't have any problem to talk in public because it's in Portuguese. It's like, okay, it's my native language, and that's changed in my mind. So I think it was because I was studying English, yeah. So, but I totally agree with you. Maybe sometimes the emotional have bring a problem, yeah.
Yeah,
So thank you, Priscilla, and
welcome.
let me know how was the conversation.
It was good. Talita was with us, but maybe she
Yeah,
left.
she don't.
And it was good. We talked a lot about our experience.
Okay, so are you afraid to talk in English or speaking with another person in English? Do you have that opportunity?
When I'm talking with native speakers, I'm a little afraid because the accent, and I'm afraid that they don't understand me. So sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes I'm a little nervous.
Yeah,
Your
I
English
know.
is very good,
Yeah,
Yasmin.
Thank you.
yeah. Ricardo, so cute. So, guys, thank you for the conversation. I really don't like to split in small rooms. I think it's better, like Ricardo brought me one time, because we can change the experience, yeah, but sometimes it's necessary for all to have opportunity to talk.
Yeah.
So I put in the chat the link for feedback. Please send me some topic that you want to talk because I'm here every Friday, 7 a.m. And that's it, guys. Thank you for the conversation and have a nice day. Okay. Bye bye.